Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Thursday, y'all. The weeks are going by. Not only is it happy Thursday, this is week 3 that my hair has been twisted. I'm excited, y'all. Week 3. But forget all that. Let me start y'all off with the positive vibes to get us started because I always say, what is going to be a what?
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Ha. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. Hey Trey, good food, good mood,
blood in circulation.
one step at a time. Good morning, Aquanda. Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take.
Hey.
I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and
call it replication. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake
Oh, I know.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Alternate side of the street.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
I think there's a reason.
Come on in, y'all. Get your coffee.
Just like every different season, y'all. Sometimes I'm high.
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all.
Negative thoughts.
So poison the ride. Head full of flies, so here come the vibes. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
What? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time.
It's how you operate a cadence.
A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head
like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man. I take it. Hey,
today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good
It
day.
is.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Good morning, Pat. Hey. Good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Let me tell y'all. So I normally, by the time I wind down my day, I sit on the couch, I'm chilling, I'm watching my shows, sipping my wine or whatever the case may be. I am never able to keep my eyes open to watch these movies. Like once nighttime hits and I sit down on the couch, it's like everything from the day I decompress and I just can't. I just can't. Because all day long I'm moving, my mind is moving, I can't relax. I'm working, thinking about the show, thinking about everything that's coming up. And so by the time my mind rests, my mind be like, no, we resting all the way resting. But I did want to say that I finally watched that. Well, some of y'all know because I was talking about it on Discord. But that new movie, Exorcist, The Believer, baby, y'all, dumb bitches fucked me up. Like, I'm not going to tell y'all about the movie because for some of y'all that like scary movies and are planning on seeing it, I'm not going to give you the details. But baby, we talked on Discord and some of us have admitted, even in our adult lives, that the Exorcist, the original Exorcist from 1970s, has been fucking us up for years, right? Like, that was the scariest movie to me and to several others on this platform in forever and ever. Okay, The Exorcist is one of the scariest movies to me, right? And also, me and my girlfriend was talking yesterday because we were like, movies that deal with demonic possession is really scary because you know that shit happens. That is something that happens, but you can't see it. You know, you can't. And the scary part about that is so many people that might experience this in real life get thrown into the psychiatric ward in the hospitals because they think they're fucking crazy. Because in the world of Christianity, we only believe in the good. We only believe that good things happen to us, right? When we tell somebody the devil is in our house, nobody believes us, right? But if we say the angels are watching over us or the good spirits are watching over us, good morning, Deb. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning, Johnny. People would be like, yes, the angels are watching you. Your mama from her dead grave is watching you. Yes, the good Lord is watching you. But as soon as you say, the devil is watching me, some evil is watching me, they be like, you crazy, right? And so that's what's so scary about these demonic possession movies because, good morning, Mika, because this shit could really happen. Thank you, Johnny. That's what I say. Even us as adults are still admitting that The Exorcist was the scariest movie ever. And when I saw this new one, because, I always be like, nothing is going to beat The Exorcist, and nothing will for me. Nothing is ever going to be more scarier than the original Exorcist, right? But this one, it had me looking around my house a little bit, like wondering what the fuck is going on. And then I have the thing that my phone sits on that moves around and follows your movement, your motion detector thing. And that shit kept moving to my bathroom. And I was like, why the fuck you keep moving towards my bathroom and ain't nobody the fuck in here? I'm saying all of this to say, if you guys like a good thriller rush, a good horror rush, a good scare fest, take a look at that movie, Exorcist the Believer. It was pretty damn good. All right. And so, I indulged in that. And then I flipped over to Hulu and Deb, right? Deb, I was like, what the hell? Fucking ghosting that link. I be living on that link. But I'm like, what the hell? Why does they keep looking in the bathroom? Because my guest bathroom, you can see it from like my, it's in like my main area of the apartment. But, I keep the door open in that bathroom because the door is, most bathroom doors or house doors open in, right? It opens in. But my bathroom door, my guest bathroom door, the door opens out and they're big doors. They're not the average doors. They're the big block doors. So this door swings out. So I keep it open. Because to me it looks weird closed. And so sometime when I'm watching scary movies and the bathroom is dark and I see my little diffuser going off with the little light, I get a little creeped out. So just take a look at it. Good morning, Shirley. Oh, Johnny. Johnny, don't scare me. Why you say don't watch it in the house? Now you done fucked me up. Why you going to the movies to watch it instead of watching it in your house? What the fuck? I fucked up? I messed up? Aquanda, I'm so glad your tooth is doing better. But I'ma still need you to go to the dentist, okay? Like, just because the ibuprofen, Tylenol worked it out, the infection is still there, boo. I missed, if you said you made a dentist appointment, I'm sorry. I missed it. And I'm just raising this because I care. And when you're young, I'm telling you this now, when you're young, you take your teeth for granted. But when you get older, you learn to appreciate every tooth in your mouth. And you are living at the dentist because you do not want to wear welfare teeth. I keep telling you this, Aquanda. Make an appointment at the dentist. Okay? But I'm glad you are feeling better. I kept the topic from yesterday up here because I wanted to bring something here. I know, the internet had my whole ass itching yesterday. It did. Because I was like, what? But let me read these positive thoughts because we need it. October is the month of worthiness. Today is October 12th on this happy Thursday. So here we go. October 12th. I will realize my own worth when I accept my worthiness exactly as I am right now. A truly healthy sense of self-worth is more than a head trip. Self-worth requires more than repeating flowery affirmations to convince yourself that you believe certain things about yourself. Self-worth is not a byproduct of others' opinions about you or your abilities. Self-worth is the understanding on the intellectual level, trusting at the heart level, and accepting at the soul level that you are worthy just because you believe that you are. Worth is a function of belief, trust, acceptance, and understanding. And there is nothing inherently imperfect or wrong with you. You are the sum total of your worth. In other words, your worthiness is proven by your existence, your breathing, the beating of your heart, the expansion of your lungs. Your mere presence is all that is needed to establish your worth. What you believe about yourself simply confirms it. When you understand what a gift it is to be alive, you will know that you are worthy. Once you understand that you can trust yourself to be a unique expression of life, you will feel worthy. Once you feel worthy and accept that you are not a mistake, that you have a right to be who you are, exactly who you are, you will believe that you are worthy. Once you believe that you are worthy of life and love and all sorts of other things, you will come off the head trip of trying to prove your worth to others in order to convince yourself. Once you acknowledge and accept the presence of God's love in you and for you, there will never again be a question in your mind about whether or not you are worthy. Good morning, Brandilla. Until today, you may have thought that a healthy sense of self-worth was something you could create in your mind. Just for today, seek to understand why you are worthy. So trust that you are worthy and to accept your worthiness as your normal state of being. Today, I am devoted to understanding, trusting, and accepting my own sense of worthiness. Key thing that was said in here for me anyway. Your self-worth is not a byproduct, and I'm going to underscore this. Your self-worth is not a byproduct of others' opinions of you. Do I need to repeat that? Your self-worth is not a byproduct of others' opinions of you and your abilities. Somebody could think what the fuck they want to think about you and who they think you are. But the most important thing here and the message today on October the 12th, and dedicated to worthiness, it says you have to understand your self-worth. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, right? Here we go back to caring about what other people think about what you do and how you live. I have come from underneath that shell so long ago, right? And so many people, some people look at me and go, how do you live your life out loud? You don't give a shit. I'm like, because I know who I am. I know who I am. It doesn't matter what other people think of me. That's none of my business. It's none of my business, right? I was on TikTok yesterday, and some girl jumped on my live and she was like, oh, you should cover up. I had my yoga clothes on. Okay. I had, you know how I wear the same shit I had on yesterday with the shirt, with the military shirt. I had that on. And she was like, you should cover up your yourself or something like that. And I said, ma'am, what I'm wearing or not wearing is my business, right? What you believe, right, is none of my business. How you think I should dress, and this is exactly what I said on TikTok. How you think I should dress is none of my business, right? We have to stop living for other people, right? And that's why there's a population of people that are miserable, right? Because you're trying to live up to other people's expectations. Baby, let me tell you something. I am happy with myself, right? I am happy with myself. I'm not saying that my life can't be a lot better, but I'm talking about in who I am as a person, right? I am happy with myself. I know who I am. And we have to learn to love that about ourselves and understand our own self-worth, and stop navigating our lives based on what other people think and feel about you. Learn to let them know that is none of your business. Okay? That's my new shit. That's my new shit. Even when I'm on live and somebody tries to bring up an age thing, oh, at a certain age, people shouldn't do that. Do what? People shouldn't do what at a certain age? I do what the fuck I want, right? You know, who makes people the age specialist? Like, is there such a thing? There's an age specialist where somebody out there determines what you can and should do at what certain ages, other than being a minor and not being able to drink and smoke. Beyond little stuff like that, I'm grown. If I feel like I want to cuss, I could do that. If I want to show my cleavage, I could fucking do that. If I want to jump on live with my yoga clothes, I could fucking do that too. I'm just saying, be you. Understand your own self-worth. Period. It's a message. If you guys are not reading these positive thoughts, please do. Okay? Oh, Hillbilly, there you go with the one-liners for the t-shirts. It's better to wear out than rust out, baby. Just like, I tell people all the time, yes, I'm getting older, but I am not old. Let's get it together, all right? You don't have to be old just because you're aging. It's a mindset thing. Oh, right, Cheryl Lee? Aquanda, and I agree with Raw on pay grands for implants. What's more important for your overall health? The teeth are a big part of the esophagus process. Baby, and your heart. Johnny brought it up yesterday, and I was so glad he did, because people take teeth care, dental care for granted. That shit feeds into other illnesses in our bodies. Fuck that. I'm just saying. Cheryl Lee said, famous quote, letting people be wrong about you or a situation while keeping your peace and focus is the most misunderstood power move you will ever make. And you know what, Cheryl? I didn't understand that. For years, I used to try to convince other people otherwise, to think differently about me. Now I be like, oh, I be loving the stories. I be wanting to hear what people think about me. It entertains the holy fuck out of me. Okay? Because I'm like, I don't give a fuck, but it's funny. Right? And now I understand this quote. See, many years ago, I didn't understand that quote, Cheryl, because I was in the faces. I was like, fuck you, and you don't have to think this way about me. I was all riled up and upset. Right? Now, motherfuckers, when they stop speaking to me, or when they have something smart to say about me, or when they talking behind my back, I just be like, oh, Lee, whatever. I be in my own la land. I don't care, because it's none of my business. Seriously. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Trey. Good skincare. I don't drink as much water as I need to. I be falling off. But thank you, Trey. All right. But people are mean and they say things and whatever. They think because you are of a certain age that you shouldn't do whatever. But I'm still outside. I'm still moving around. Okay. And so read your positive thoughts, right? And work on yourself. And also, as I promised, I put the questions up in Discord yesterday that I read out from the positive thought yesterday. You guys, I'm gonna take the questions down myself and write it in my book, because those questions were deep. Okay. And I'm gonna write it in my book. And then, maybe if a majority of people do this, write those questions down and talk about, maybe this will be one of the things that we talk about while we're in Houston, Texas, right? At a general level, right? People don't have to get so deep if they don't want to, but even though we city hop and we meet and greet, it's not all party. We still inject the topics from Coffee with Friends, and we still make sure that we keep the show consistent, whether we are meeting in person or we're on YouTube, okay? And so the questions are there. Please, y'all, write those questions down, right? This is what healing looks like. Healing is work. Whether you have a therapist or whether you doing self-help books or whatever the case may be, it takes work to heal, right? And so those are very good questions that I know I need to ask myself and answer. And so I'm going to work on that, right? Because this is how we do better for ourselves. All right. So let's get into today. So I kept the topic from yesterday up here only because, Hillbilly, I know that's right. Let them know. Okay. Let them know. And then you should end it with, and it ain't none of my business. I love it. People tell me whiskey won't solve my problems. I remind them milk won't either. I love it. So y'all, the internet was on fire yesterday, right? And we talk about relationships and shit on here all the time, right? But baby, I needed to reserve time, right? And a space to fucking ask y'all, what do y'all think about the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett shit? I know y'all see it all over the social media, right? I know y'all the fuck see it. Now, the topic that we talked about yesterday was, there was a question based on a video that I was sent. And it talked about what's some toxic shit you like. And we joked around and we said we like it when a motherfucker choke us, or we like it when a motherfucker cuss us out during sex, call us bitch and shit, right? Or we like a motherfucker to check, whatever. We talked about some of the toxic shit we like, right? But baby, this Will, oh my Deb, Deb, why did I say the same exact thing? Why did I say the same exact thing? Yep, Shirley, you're right. Refusing to react to someone's hostility or how they think about you is a real flex. It is. I'm not doing it no more. I don't care. But Deb, why the fuck did I say the same thing? Why did I say the same thing? I was like, oh my God, can she be quiet? Like, I be trying to mind my business when it comes to Jada and Will and these celebrities, right? But social media is what it is, right? People say, and I did a little video and I put it up on IG because it makes my ass itch when people jump on other people's posts and be like, why do y'all care about this? You could have fucking scrolled by. You don't have to care about it. This is what I mean when people jump on social media and try to regulate what you're talking about or what you care about. It's social media. That's what social media is, right? People get on there and they socialize and they have conversations, and people that want to have the same type of conversations jump in and they have the same type of conversations. If the conversation is not interesting to you and you don't like it and you think it's full of shit, scroll by, right? Mind your business, right? To me, anything that's put out there in the public is public knowledge. And if people are out here talking about it like Jada and Will, and people are like, oh my God, why can't the public mind their business? They're telling us their business. And social media is the place where people talk about all kinds of shit. A lot of shit I don't like to see on social media, I scroll the fuck by. The fuck? Why do people get so mad when people are having certain conversations on social media? Scroll the fuck by. Stop being an asshole. Seriously. All right, now that I got that out the way, okay, Jada and Will, supposedly based on Jada's interview that she had, and it's out there in the shade room and all over the place, so y'all could go Google it and look it up, right? Y'all know that Jada Pinkett is releasing a memoir. So, of course, her memoir is coming out. So, of course, all these dirty secrets are going to be there. And, baby, I'm going to buy the book because I want to fucking hear it, because I got to hear this shit, because they are an epitome of everything that we should not be doing in a relationship, right? The shit is toxic, in my opinion. So I want to read the memoir against my better judgment, but I'm going to get it anyway. All right. But she came out, and I guess it's in her memoir. So she had the interview where she said her and Will have been separated since 2016. Like living separate lives. She said they only appear in the public eye when they do red carpets and certain special events, because they were not ready to tell the public that they were separated. And even though she tried to pull the button on getting a divorce from Will Smith, she just couldn't do it, because they had made a promise to themselves that no matter what, they are going to stay married and work through whatever they need to work through. And it's funny because that took me back to the Red Table when she came out with the entanglement thing, right? And if y'all remember, when they were talking about it, she said he didn't answer. He was sitting there with crocodile tears in his eyes. But she said we were done. You and I were done during that time. And she didn't elaborate any further on it. And Will was just shaking his head with tears in his eyes. He didn't elaborate on it. But if y'all caught it and marry it to what she's saying right now, it makes sense. So when she was fucking with August Alsina, her and Will weren't even together. Like, Will, somebody hit the fucking teacup for Will, because he's in a get out situation. Now, I know that there's a flip side to the story, because we only hearing one side of the story because Will never talks. And, I don't know what Will did. I don't know if Jada is acting like this because Will did something to hurt her and she's bitter and she's been angry since 2016. I don't the fuck know. But that's toxic. Let me go up and see what you guys are saying. Hillbilly says she needs to keep her mouth shut and respect Will more. Quit airing dirty laundry. That's what Listen, Will better come out with a fucking I Am Legend memoir, because I the fuck need to hear his side of the story. Like, Will, what did you do? Like, she can't be acting ratchet. Like, she can't be acting like this for no reason. I want to believe that she's angry and she's hurt about some shit, because I'm scratching my head about this. Like, you are literally dragging your husband through public shame. Like, just a week or so ago, or 2 weeks ago, she was posting her joys about Keith D being arrested, whatever his fucking name is, for Tupac's murder. Like, you are so still obsessed with Tupac. It's like blatant how you feel about Tupac. You are so obsessed with Tupac, you show more affection around Tupac's situation than your own husband. And Deb said apparently her book is about to come out. Her book is out already. So I guess this is her way of drumming up interest so she can make the bestsellers list. I wouldn't buy that book if it was free at this point. I'm going to get that shit. Because it's definitely, I got to know what the fuck, like, the PP and doodle in the relationships is real. And I want to know, I want to read her memoir, and I want to read Will's memoir, because didn't Will come out with a book before? Damn it. I don't know. Right, Trey. I like that. Trey said, because I said, stop getting mad about people's posts. Scroll the fuck on by. Trey is like, right. It's like listening to a sidebar and getting mad over something you heard walking by someone in public. That's exactly, Trey. Like, You don't have to be a part of that conversation. Keep walking. Right? I don't understand. Johnny said Jada don't have Red Table no more, so she needed to say something to keep herself relevant. Just make movies, please. She's such a good actor. I can do without all the extra ish. Why do you think she's not acting anymore? Like, you just being miserable telling your business like you are surviving. I mean, her money is not just based on her stories that she tell about her and Will, but at this point, this is her relevance. Like talking about her and her marriage. Meanwhile, Will ain't saying shit. Well, Johnny, I'm gonna get there. Okay, Cheryl Lee said, I'm here for it because Will has a book out too. But I wonder if his book see, Will doesn't strike me as the type of person that will tell the dirty laundry. That's why I'm not really interested in Will's book, because Will seems like he will be polite about it. Like, but I want to know, somebody read Will's book and tell me if he got some juice in it, because I know Jada's book is going to be juicy. Because you know what else she came out and said? You know what else she came out and said? She had the nerve to say Chris Rock asked her out on a date when he heard rumors of her and Will Smith possibly getting a divorce. She literally said that. And it's probably in her memoir. And this is why she said it. And this is why she made the statement. It's probably in her memoir. Now you come out with that. So now I sit here and I say, when Will smacked the fire out of Chris Rock, was it really because he made a joke about Jada's bald head? Or was it because he's still bitter because Chris Rock asked Jada out on a date? Like, what in the fuck is going on? I got to read it. Right, Ansel, dealing with toxic people is how we what? Welcome stress? I don't know. Deb said, Roy, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Will did something so bad to her, and whatever he did, she stopped viewing him as a man because she kept saying Tupac was a real man. I don't know. Right. And you know, when I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, you know, she put that in my ear, and I was like, you know what? I never really thought about that, right? Because Will never says anything. And so I just be like, poor Will, but what if he did something? What if he did something? Good morning, Theo. Johnny said, Will been having some rumors with other women, and I've been holding this until I got to your comment, but nothing concrete. Will was allegedly with Eva Mendes and Margot Robbie and others. Yes. Now, wasn't the Margot Robbie rumor around the time he made the movie Focus? Right? Now, I believe that Will Smith, you know, see, this is where I get confused. Good morning, Ghost. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Pat. I think this is where I get confused because they've always kind of acted like they had an open type marriage. So when those rumors floated around about Will, I paid it no mind because I was like, oh, I think they got an open marriage or whatever the case may be, right? But if that wasn't the case, maybe Will did cheat and it pissed Jada off. But Will, I'm going to tell you no lie, Will must have a fucking hot ass PR team because, baby, we don't ever hear details around Will's cheating, and it didn't even come up on the red table. Jada didn't even talk about it. Jada never even said, Willa, what about your infidelities? That's what I said, Theo. So this is why when the rumors about Will Smith being with Margot Robbie and Eva Mendes and other people, I was like, okay, but they got an open marriage. And then I scratched my head when the August Alsina thing came out because I was like, well, I thought they had an open marriage, so why is this a big deal? That's why I need to read the memoir because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, Pat, I'm glad you said it. See, I'm trying to give y'all the table to bring these things to light because let me just get there. Okay. I'm getting there, Pat. Deb said, nah, Johnny, I think she caught him with a man. Oh, there you go. Debbie brought it up first. with a man, I imagine it's hurtful and the traditional cheating with a woman, but I think she caught him with someone she couldn't compete with. See, I heard that. You know what? I don't know if that's true. I can't, my headsets. I don't know if it's true or not. But that's what my girlfriend told me yesterday. She was like, "You didn't know that Will slept with men?" I didn't know that. Allegedly, because don't come for my platform, because I ain't got no damn Tasha K money. Okay. Allegedly, okay, that Will Smith slept with men. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And so, apparently, based on other people's commentary on social media, in 2015, when Focus was made, was when rumors was going around, I think, when he was having an affair with Maggie Robinson or whatever her name is, right? I can't remember names real good. And it's so ironic that she said since 2016, they've been separated, living separate lives, not just separated. They are living completely separate lives for 7 years. They don't live together. They don't do shit together. Ansel, you know what? I agree. People need to have a warning label on them. Like, give me an example of a warning label, Ansel. Because I want to know what the fuck warning label I need to put on myself. The hell? So, I mean, my question to y'all is a marriage, is staying married, having the title of marriage so important that we would rather live separately and in the public eye seem still married? You know, I know people like that in real life. People that have significant others. They sleep in separate rooms, right? They don't fuck no more. But for the sake of saying that they're married, they stay married. Why the fuck do people do that? I want to know. Why do people do that? I couldn't do it. Why do people do that? What is the importance? So again, are we trying to satisfy society by keeping the title of marriage and coming out and in public looking like we're married, but behind closed doors, we're not sleeping together, we're not doing anything together, we're living separate lives? So what is the purpose of holding on to the title of being married? Why would people want to do this? I'm asking. Pat said, I think she is not acting because she's been holding it down while Will soared. That's another comment my friend said yesterday. I think she's getting a bad rap. Will cheats and Jada gets the blame. I love me some Jada. Well, Jada gets the blame because Jada is the only one talking, right? And we're all like, be quiet, right? It's almost like Cardi B and Offset, right? Them two, you know that every now and again they'll have some shit or on Twitter pop out and they'll be like, oh, we just be playing with each other or whatever the case may be. The point is that relationship shit, certain shit should be between you and your significant other, right? It should be between you and your significant other. And the only reason why Jada, to me, gets a bad rap is because she's the only one talking. In my opinion, right? In my opinion. Oh! Wait, what, Trey? Will smashed Hillary from Fresh Prince. I'm dead. Well, he wasn't married to Jada then, right? Cheryl Lee said, look, it's been out there before. Jada, that Will and Diddy goes both ways. Well, both Will and Diddy, they got good PR team, okay? I mean, I know one time, and I'm going to say allegedly, because Diddy, leave me alone. I ain't got no money. But I met this guy, and he used to work on Diddy's security team. And allegedly, he said Diddy used to hire males to rub his balls or some shit like that. Allegedly. Now, I'm just saying, you know, people got this shit. I don't know. But my question still is, why do people stay married when they are living completely separate lives? What is the point? Is it for the medical benefits? People like Jada and Will don't give a fuck about that. Maybe the average everyday people like me care about stuff like that, but you can cover somebody as a domestic partner. You'll pay more. I don't know. Oh, Pat, poor Will my ass. There are rumors Will was with women and men. Theo said, I think the big deal with the entanglement is that he was her son's friend. I am not sure if that's true. He was. But I'm just trying to figure out the only reason why August Alsina's shit came out, really and truly, my opinion, the only reason why August Alsina's business came out is because the motherfucker fell in love. And he couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it. He want to sing about it. He want to cry about it. He want to go on talk shows and whine about it. Like, she must have put it on him because he was fucked up. And I think that's the only reason we heard about it, because August couldn't hold it. He fell in love. I know Tasha K ain't got Tasha K money either, but the fuck? Like, I ain't even got some of the shit she had. So I don't have as many followers as she had. I can't, don't come over here, nobody trying to sue my little ass. The fuck? Okay? See, when I asked that question, people were like, and it was a good response, because I said the same thing. I said, so he done smacked the fire out of Chris Rock for nothing? But then people are like, well, it's still his wife, and she still deserves a level of respect, and he's still protecting her. So whether they're together or not, he still did what he thought he needed to do to protect his wife, right? Because that's the image that they portray. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, Jay said, anytime your child has written a letter to one of your wife's former boos, shit ain't right. That you talking about her daughter, the Tupac thing? You talking about the Tupac thing? What do y'all think about that? See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. And I think this is where Jada gets a bad rap, because this is where we hear the stuff from her side, but we're not hearing anything from Will's side. So when we see your daughter is involved with engaging conversation with your ex, it's weird. It's weird. Deb said, Miss Pat, I am inclined to agree with you. Jada has taken the brunt of this mess. Now she's messed with August, and obviously he didn't sign an NDA, so she's partially responsible, but she is talking too. That's what I'm saying. She's talking. See, Will don't be saying shit, and I bet you everybody Will smashes, everybody he put his dick in their mouth signs an NDA, a lifetime NDA, not one of them NDAs that expire after 3-5 years. They sign a lifetime NDA, I guarantee you, because nobody ain't saying shit about Will's peen and where it been. The men or the women. We're just assuming, we're speculating based on rumors, right? But with Jada, we can hold on to something substantial because she's out here talking. And she's not talking about Will's dirty laundry. She's talking about her own, which makes Will look bad, but Will still ain't saying shit because he's out here protecting his image. The fuck? Okay, Trey, I'm so glad. I love it when people can relate to a specific topic, even when we're talking about celebrities and shit, and they chime in and they bring in their own personal situations, because this is what this show is about. We talk about these topics, but in real life, these shits be happening. So I'm really asking, like, why do people stay married? So Trey, I appreciate your commentary here. Trey said, I'm in a situation, and truth be told, I'm staying married on paper for the sake of my kids, but I'm never going to be with my child for no reason. So, Trey, I love this. Why does staying married on paper benefit the children? in your opinion? Why does staying married on paper benefit the children? I'm asking, because you guys educate me in a lot of things that I don't understand, right? Because some shit I'll be like, but I drink out of a no judgment cup, so I'm learning. So what is the importance of staying married on paper but being separated, right? So in your situation, are you not living in the home, or are you just sleeping in a separate room, or are y'all? I need a little bit more, okay? Hey, Sam. Well, that part, Jay. But that's why I'm asking you guys on the podcast, right? So from a non-brand perspective, because I know people in real life who are not holding down brands, that everyday people, my friends, associates that are in marriages and they're not sleeping in the same rooms. They're not fucking. They don't do shit together. They only hold an image of marriage in public. Why is that? Why do people put themselves through that? And when you're in that state, do you actually go out and date other people? And if you do that, being that you're married on paper, that's considered cheating unless you and your spouse have had a conversation that says y'all are now in an open marriage. It's really confusing. I need help. Sam, you need to chime in on here because I know. The fuck? Chime in. Why do people stay married and live separate? Ghost said, who cares who he smashes when Jada has been embarrassing him with claims for Tupac since they got together? Fuck her. She been doing it that long. Good morning, Angel. Sam said, Puff been on bisexual list forever. It's not news that Puff is bi. Nobody cares anymore. People just come out and be like, I'm bi, I'm pansexual, I'm this, I'm that, I'm whatever the fuck. It's like, I kind of like it because I like knowing. I'd rather know than not know. I don't want you sneaking behind my back sucking dick. I don't. I need to know up front if you're pansexual, if you're bisexual, whatever. Let me decide if I want to enter into that world. And I don't. Not from the male's perspective, right? From the female's perspective, a female can tell me she's bi. I'm okay with that. The fuck. But the guys, the double standard, I think it just is what it is. That's just me though. But some people are open to it. So I respect people who are coming out and admitting what their sexuality is, because listen, be open and honest so that I could choose what I want to do. Pat said, Jada did say to Will, you did do your share. Yes, she did. She did on the red table. She did, but never got into the detail. Why is the woman always to blame? Jada keeps him as Mr. Perfect. She never throws him under the bus. They probably would be great friends. Married, no. Well, she probably can't throw him under the bus because his shit is so locked down legally that there's a reason she's not talking about it. Right? Every other celebrity talk about when their mans be cheating, but Jada don't talk about it. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. That's why I want to read this memoir. Sam says she whipped him. She did. But poor August. He probably still recovering. Oh, Pat said they ain't been together maybe about 10 years. Wow. And this makes me wonder. This is probably why. What's their son's name? Jaden. This is why he probably moved the fuck out at 15. Remember when he was 15 and it was a big deal because he was moving out, getting his own house? Wasn't that around 7 years or so ago? He probably said, fuck this. They were probably separating and moving it, and the son probably said, I'm going in my own fucking house. Deb said she wasn't singing Pac praises from the beginning. That started a little later in the marriage. That's what makes me think Will did something to her she felt was unforgivable. Right. That's the missing part. We don't know what the fuck he did. Because he not talking. Ghost said August says that because his career failed and he needed something to help jumpstart it again, and it just didn't work. You know, Orlando Brown, though, hillbilly. Orlando Brown be having me in stitches, okay? I be falling the fuck out over Orlando Brown. Now, I know people said that he's got a little bit of mental issues, but Orlando Brown be coming out with some shit. I be like, oh my fucking God. He claimed Will groped him. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. Cheryl Lee said marriages are in name only because of finances sometimes. Them keeping as much to themselves as possible is business. Right. Yeah. Listen, I have a whole uncle who's been living separate from his wife. How old am I? I want to say they've been separated for about 35, 40 years. I mean, still legally married. I don't understand it. I'm like, you live all the way over there. She live all the way over here. You have a whole new girlfriend and a whole new life. She don't have no man. She just churchy. And y'all still married on paper. Why? I don't get it. Yep, Sam, it gotta be a lifetime NDA because we still ain't hearing shit about Will. I mean, motherfuckers are coming out talking about Bill Cosby touched them 50 years ago, and nobody's saying nothing about Will. Come on. Gotta be a lifetime NDA. And it gotta be some big shit there. Like if you open your mouth, everything. It gotta be something scary written in those NDAs. Good morning, y'all. Johnny says, sidebar, this sounds serious. Someone hit my truck and didn't have any insurance. So my insurance claimed it a total loss. So now I have to go out and buy a whole new vehicle. Oh my God. I am so sorry to hear that shit, Johnny. I really am. I really the fuck am. Hey, I am DeCinta. Why do motherfuckers be driving around with no insurance? That make you want to beat somebody up. But did anybody get hurt is the thing. Did anybody get hurt? That's terrible. Ansel said, let's take it back to high school. It would be heartbreaking to smile all day knowing people talking about you. I did it. I mean, not in high school, because high school I wasn't there very long because I got pregnant. And so my high school experience was weird. It was different. But in junior high school, because I was in a whole different junior high school from the rest of my friends because my mom moved. And so I entered a junior high school and I got bullied for about a year or so. And it was hard, but I still smiled through it. The fuck? I had to fight my way. Like what? Like what, Sam? The paper, we're talking about why people stay married and live separate, right? What's the purpose, right? Sam said the paper has privilege value that single folks can't have. Like what? What's the privilege value of the paper that single folks can't have? Like what? Give me an example. I can't have your 401k. I don't get your pension. Like that. Stuff like that. That's so important to stay in a miserable marriage. Right? Because I guess for some people it is if they don't have, but I have my own 401k. Right? And so I'd be like, take your 401k over there and I'll take mine over here. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm looking for a reason for people to stay married, but I and live separate. Like, to me, that feels so miserable. Johnny said, I'm fine physically, but I'm so freaking mad. I was a few months from my truck being paid off. Wow. See, that's the shit that pissed me off because, baby, I don't have a car note and I don't want one. See, that's the shit that make you want to fight. Because now you got to take on an extra expense. Sam said marriage is a business. It's a foundation that has kids can springboard from. Like what? Give me an example. Like what? How do the kids benefit by you guys being married on paper? How do the kids benefit? Deb said, my homegirl said she and her husband are staying married because they spent too much money on that wedding. Wow. Angel said, I require partnership relationship. If it's just for looks or just for show, I can't do it. Me either, Angel. I can't do it. I be like, can you move? Can you get out? I want to be single. I mean, like, if we're not together, we're not together. Like in public and secret, the fuck? No. How though? People stay married because they say it's cheaper to keep him or her. There is a lot of money involved. Like what? Like splitting 401ks and pensions and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I guess I've never been in a situation where there was a lot of money involved. Thank goodness. Deb said, at Miss Pat, because men can do whatever and women are supposed to be perfect little homemakers. I really think that man did something she's extremely hurt by. And maybe that's why he's not saying anything. You know? Okay, Jay, so both kids are emancipated. Listen, them kids are living their best life. I'm telling you. Johnny said his insurance, no, Yalton, Deb, they covering the cost of how much the damages was, so I'll have enough to pay off the truck and put a down payment on something new. Yeah. Wait, what? August Alsina is with another man? Wait, what? Wait, I didn't hear that. Okay, Trey said, I'm ex-military. Okay, I get it. Here's a great example. I'm ex-military. We get paid more money for being married and having children. So if I divorce, I lose that back to the projects. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. I can understand that. Thank you for explaining that, Trey, because when I ask the question, it's not because I think it's crazy or I think it's impossible. It's because I don't understand it. And that's why I'm glad when you guys jump on here and y'all share your own personal experiences, because it teaches me something, right? And I've never been in the military, but now that you say that, I have heard of people in the military, when they're married, they get more money in their pay. So that makes sense. Cheryl Lee said, I concur as Sam. Marriage is a business, and that's exactly why contracts are more important than a name or a ring. I agree. Sam said, Will Smith's brand partially has to do with mystery. So Jada is just messing up the brand. I didn't think about it that way. You see, I am Jacinta. I don't know many people in the military. So, but that makes sense. The military marriages. Now, if you remember, we had a Coffee with Friends member on here that moved to Portugal, right? And before she moved, she jumped on a live and she said that her and her husband have been living separate for many years. They live in the same neighborhood. He has a house in the same town a couple of miles away from her, and they live separate, period. But they were both in the military. So now this makes sense. Maybe because they were in the military and the way their income was structured based on their marriage, they maintained a marriage on paper, but they were living separate. She up and moved to Portugal. She told her story on Coffee with Friends. She moved to Portugal and her husband still lives here in the United States. And so I guess the military marriages can be like that. Deb said, I understand now, Johnny. I know God has a blessing in this mess. Sending you a virtual hug. Yes. Trey, I regret it every day. If I could take it back, I'd never marry or have a kid again. This must be a new change, Trey. Are you still like freshly healing from this? Because, I know it could be tough. That goes, me and you both, us, we together. If we separate, we get a divorce. But again, I'm not in the military. I don't have, I'm not in a situation where I own property with someone. I had a whole house with my ex. We were not legally married, right? But I had property with him, right? But my whole thing is there's ways that you could protect yourself. But I don't have all them other in-depth situations that other people have. I don't share kids with anyone that's alive because my baby daddy passed away. And so I didn't have none of that. So I don't know. Baby, CJ, see, you and me, me and Ghost. There's no, listen, I will leave. And public will know I'm single. There's no dollar sign on my peace of mind. It's not. But again, I have not been in a situation where I have had to make choices based on brand or based on, children being shared or based on, a financial structure. Sam said, tax breaks, Social Security benefits, obtaining credit, sharing costs. It gives the kids a sense of security and stableness. Does it? How many kids come out of two-parent households fucked up because of of how they saw their parents engaging, right? See, to me, I'm on the fence about people just staying married on paper for the sake of the kids, right? Now, I understand the financial structure, but when we say it's for the sake of the kids, you don't think the kids could see an unhealthy marriage situation, you sleeping in separate rooms, y'all not sharing any affection, y'all not doing things together. What we're also showing these kids is how to just settle, how to be in unhappy spaces, how to be in marriages and just be miserable. Like, what else are you showing your kids? Are you only showing them a sense of security and stableness? Is that really showing them a sense of security and stableness? Like, I remember this guy that I worked with. He used to tell me he sleep downstairs, separate from his wife, and they stay together because of the kids. And I'm like, so your kids are going to think it's normal for married couples to sleep in separate places and not interact and not do anything together. This is what we're showing our kids. This is a healthy marriage. And yes, I am Jacinta. Thank you for those kind words for Trey. We all have to learn from our mistakes. Yes. Ain't nobody perfect. Shit. Great question, I am Jacinta. Great fucking question. Trey, you said you would never have kids or get married again. But the question here from I am Jacinta is, was it worth it at the time? And that's what we have to ask ourselves, because a lot of people walk around feeling defeated based on their experiences and they start regretting that they've done certain things. But at the time when we decided to do these things, we wanted to do them. It felt good at the time. Look at y'all. Y'all said I had a little marriage in the military at 24 years old. When we divorced 60 days later, I kept furniture and he took his game, comp, and TV. His computer. 60 days. That was an annulment. Unless y'all consummated the marriage, probably. Trey said, I thought it was, but she changed once the house was built. How did she change, Trey? Like you say she changed. Is it after the house was built and after the kids was born? Maybe she took on more responsibility. I don't know. Maybe she went through postpartum depression. I don't know. And how quickly did you guys get married? Wait a minute, Ghost. Listen, Ghost. I don't want. Listen. I be saying Jada need to shut the fuck up. Okay. Ghost said, laugh out loud. I think y'all just want the man to be the problem. Laugh out loud. It's her. It's Jada. Embarrassing blabbermouth bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. August Alsina was on College Hill and he came out and has a boyfriend. Oh, I don't watch that. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. I wonder how Jada feel about that. Like, all your guys like guys. Well, not Tupac. We haven't heard Tupac liking guys, but your husband Will, rumors allegedly might have been with some men. And now August came out the closet and said he's with a boyfriend. Like, I would feel some type of way. Exactly, Cena. Cheryl Lee said, depending on how much the family dynamics and finances are, it may be economically advantaged to keep the paper. It can work if the couple has respect and understanding of the agreement and contract. I guess it could. I know people who are doing it in real life, and it works for them. I just don't. And you know what? The people that I know are doing it, they're not really sexually active, so I guess it's no big deal for them. But for me, in my current life, I'm still sexually active, so I don't know. I mean, unless I don't know what the rules are when you're married and living separate. I don't know. I guess you make up whatever rules work for you. Pat said, I agree, Deb. He knows what he did. Plus, the slap was not well received by Jada. That slap did not make up for what he did to Jada. Well, why she look at him all weird? Listen. I'm not sure if it was a front from the start to get where we are now, so I'm not sure. How long were y'all together, Trey, before you got married? Sam said, being married brings certain values. That's why the couples who understand what it is to stay together no matter what. Many mixed marriages with a desired relationship. Many mixed marriage with a desired relationship. Wow. Interesting. Okay, you left. You were prior service. Okay, I know that's right. Y'all said when you have a love for money, you will do anything, including lose your dignity. I can't. Ansel, this is a great question. No. Because I'm me. Right? And so Ansel asked the question, and I'm going to read it out loud. At Robin, because the world needs to know this. This is my answer. Because I lived this life with my ex. Okay? At Robin, when you get into a relationship, would you stop podcasting if they don't feel comfortable with you online? No. No, I will not. I will never give up my goals and my dreams for another person. Right? And if I get into a relationship and this person is uncomfortable with me being online, then that's my bad, because I should have picked that up throughout our dating, because I didn't just get with them and then they met me. They know I have an online podcast. This is my business. This is what I do. And so, it's funny that you asked this question, Ansel, because my ex hated my show. He tried to act like he didn't hate my show, but he did. He didn't like it. He always had something smart to say. It brought tension and conflict into our relationship, and I'm still the fuck here, right? Because one of the things that I have committed to myself is I have been in relationships where I have changed and modified myself, toned myself down for the other person, and it still wasn't enough. It still came out to be raggedy. Okay. And so this is what I do. So any man that gets with me has to understand that RAW lives her life out loud. Okay. And the right person for me, okay, will be okay with this. All right. And so I just have to date the person that's for me. Period. Yeah, no, I'm not going to stop online because I'm not doing anything. Now, if I had an OnlyFans page where I was shaking my ass and something like that, that I would stop. But this, what I'm doing here, is a healing platform. It's nothing disrespectful. And for you just not to want me to do it, I would take that as a form of control. Okay. That's my answer. Ghost said, the kids don't get a sense of security from some shit they don't know about, i.e. Social Security credit and tax breaks. Exactly. But from a parent's perspective, I guess, I don't know. Sam said, once you understand the money and wealth it brings, something has to be really bad to break that. Love is overrated. Show them how life is real. The kids' aspect is that they have support regardless. They can't have support regardless when the parents are separated? Question. Y'all said my marriage lasted 2 years, but after I filed, it was finalized 60 days later. Texas, baby. Okay, got it. Wait, y'all said Jada is fucking up the church's money. I'm dead. I'm dead. Trey said, I grow in the system, so I went to 8 different addresses a week. My parents divorced, and it caused me to be diagnosed with anxiety and depression. So I don't want that for my kids. Okay. You grew up in the system and you've been to 8 different addresses. Okay. I understand, Trey. So you're dealing with your own childhood trauma in this as well. That's deep. That's deep. I know, Cena, she won't shut the hell up. Johnny said, it's hard for me to think of just being married for tax purposes. If I ain't marrying for love, I don't want it. Me either. Good morning, Reginaldo from Brazil. I'm going to have to visit Brazil one day. It sounds so sexy, you know? I am Jacinta said, it's her at Ghost. I agree with you. Finally, she doing the most. See, that's what I be saying, but I'm trying to be open-minded, y'all, because we're only hearing one side of the story. Cena said, Jada likes girls, so they say. So I'm sure Jada is all good with it. Okay. Sam said marriage is 95% business and 5% like. I'm dead. Jay said, I am prior service and I was still active when I knew I had enough. Because you can get in serious trouble if your command finds out you are cheating. So once again, give me my peace. See? Right, because isn't that a thing in the military? Like if you are found out that you were cheating and there's proof, can't you get in trouble? Like, see, that's too much stress. That's what I'm saying. So let me ask this for those in the military. Can you go to your commanding officer and be like, oh, me and my wife are in an open marriage and we fucks other people? Is that allowed in the military? Can you say that so that if they do find out y'all are fucking, it's documented that y'all have an open marriage? Anybody can answer that? Right, I understand the Ghost. We love Ghost. He just say what the fuck he want. I love it. Pat said, Will admits that Jada is a homebody, interested in a close family ties and experiences, while he is adventurous and loves traveling around, a little unstable. What about that? I mean, she did say in the interview that they were trying to find themselves like together, but it wasn't working. And so can I ask a question though? Did she think Tupac was going to be a homebody? Because with family close ties, I don't know. I love Will's adventure. But again, this is the compatibility in your relationships, right? These are the things that you identify up front. I don't know. It's weird. But I don't see anything wrong with him being adventurous and her being a homebody. I still think two people can work through that. Cena said, my girlfriend was married and year 20, she kicked out hubby and her daughter was like, about time. Here she thought she was being miserable to make her kids happy. Not, girl. I have a friend who's same thing. First of all, she's still with her husband, but her daughter left, moved out because she was sick of it. She was like, I can't. Like, I don't even know why y'all still together. Like, sometimes the kids be like, what the fuck is going on? And the kids be like, bye, I can't take it. So, Cena, I'm glad you brought that up because people be thinking these kids are getting some kind of stable environment when they can see the shit is raggedy. I don't know. He did, Sam. He didn't like my show because he thought that every topic was about him. You know, I find that when people are bitter about me or they have an issue with me or we have an issue with each other, that this show becomes one of those contention points because anything that I talk about, it's the same thing like when you post on social media, people take it personal when they know that they done did some fucked up shit to you. So every topic that I talked about on here, if it sounds like something familiar in our house, even if I didn't bring the topic to the table, even if somebody else contributed the topic, he would swear to the gods I was talking about him. And my whole response to him was, if you see yourself in the topics that I'm talking about, then fucking change. That's what this show is about. Being accountable for your raggedy mess. Right? Never mention no names. Right? But he felt my topics were attacking him. And I was like, the fuck? Stop it. Oh! Right? Y'all not going nowhere, right? That's what I'm saying. So the thing is a new relationship for me. Like anybody that meets me, they're meeting me in this space. They're meeting me as Raw to the Bone, aka Robin A. White. They're meeting me like this. So for them to come into my life and be like, oh, I don't like your podcast, I'll be like, what? Why did you even speak to me then? Because this is who I am. It's not like you met me and I didn't have the podcast and then I started it. The fuck? Cheryl Lee said, I can agree with most of what you're saying as Sam. I believe that it's unconditional love that you're showing your children and selflessness. So love isn't overrated when genuine. Trey said, being married on paperwork doesn't mean I'm living depressed. Actually feels like polygamy now. So that's my question. Here we go with the polygamy shit. Where's Mr. Enigma Love? That shit comes up on this show very often. It does. Can you go to the military and tell them that you're in a polygamous relationship? And would they accept that? Question. Oh, right. I am Jacinta. We go together real bad. We are family, right? Like, so for anybody to come in my life, I'll be like, all these MFs on Coffee with Friends is going to cut you. Okay? We are family. Wait, Pat said, why is it that Jada must sit down, shut up her mouth, and live in Will's shadow? She doesn't have to live in Will's shadow. I'm just saying, none of y'all are on here talking about your husbands and how they and how raggedy they are on a constant basis. I'm not saying Jada should shut the fuck up, right, and live in Will's shadow. What I'm saying is Jada constantly talks about Tupac and constantly talks about the raggediness in her marriage and constantly brings these controversial topics up about her relationship. All I'm saying is that give it a rest. There is so much more to Jada. I feel like she is being overshadowed, and she's overshadowing herself by focusing on this Will Smith content in her relationship. This is just my opinion. I feel like Jada, like some of y'all said on here, she's a great actress. Focus on that. She has a production company. Focus on that. Get that out there. Communicate about that, right? Work on your brand, work on your business, right? But the constant will conversations and a constant, like, look at the pictures that they post when they post Will and Jada. They post a nice picture of Jada, and then they post Will's picture with tears almost out of his eyes. Like, it's like the constant tearing down of another person publicly on a regular basis on social media. I'm saying there's so much more to Jada. Why can't she expand in what she's talking about? Go beyond this shit with Will. We get it, Jada. You don't love him. Y'all not together. Y'all have kids. We get it. Y'all fucks other people. Now what? Now what's next? That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying she needs to live in his shadow, but I'm saying there's so much more to her. Let us see that, Jada. Let us see that. Johnny said, at Cena, I have a friend whose daughter told her she should leave their dad. They told her that because they thought she was staying for them and that she needed their permission to leave. See? Kids ain't dumb. I would have told my mama to leave my dad. I was too young, but if they'd have still been together when I was up and able to say some shit, and if he was acting raggedy like I've seen him act with his girlfriends after, I'd have been like, leave him. I love my daddy, but I could love him at a different address. And I did. And I grew up just fine. Well, I think I'm just fine. I mean, I might have some issues, but the fuck? Trey said, kids don't know a lot because they kids. That's why they need both parents visible to teach them from both perspectives of life. Okay. And they can still do that separate households. Deb said, I will stand on this. Because Jada is doing all the talking, she looks like the bad guy. I am willing to bet $1 million lottery ticket that Will started this fiasco, but since he quiet, well, that's what we were trying to say, and then Ghost told us to shut the fuck up. Ghost said, But that's what and I wasn't thinking like that until I had this discussion with my girlfriend yesterday. And she was like, how the fuck you know Will didn't do some shit? And I was like, you know what? I don't know. But Jada is doing all the talking. So that's why I guess I'm focusing on her. But we don't really know. We don't. Sam said, when you separate, the platform the kids have as a support is divided. It's like starting all over again. Marriage is like a real estate situation. It has value when you stay together. Got it. Ghost said, and that's the problem. We only hearing one side of the story when we're not supposed to hear the story at all. Exactly. Wait, Deb said, I have no choice but to agree. I love y'all. I swear. Y'all said at Trey, I totally understand your predicament. You are sacrificing yourself for your kids' stability, which is commendable. But long term could become detrimental to you, and they need you happy and whole. Great response, y'all. I love that. And here go Jay, because Jay and I are twins today. Life is too short to settle. Yes, it can be hard to start over. Believe me, you will thank yourself later. And baby, here I am single at 56. And guess what? I am happy. The fuck? Even when I struggle financially, I be like, I'm happy. Because fuck. Because I'm going to tell you no lie. I was struggling financially when I was with somebody. And I'm not going to be miserable struggling financially with somebody. And I'm already miserable from some other shit. Not because of the money, but from some other shit. I could be by myself, be happy, and still struggle. Fuck that. Okay. Cheryl Lee said, Will said that in his book that she was the reason he had the relationship he did with his first wife and son. I believe that. Ansel said, at Robin, I was thinking about the 5 times I moved and twice was overseas. As long as you don't mess up the workplace. Okay. Sam said, don't get married for love. Get married for business. If you want to be in love, just be in a relationship and leave all that City Hall paperwork out of it. Oh. So don't marry for love. That's what we saying. Don't marry for love. So love, take love out of it. I'm just checking I'm sorry, y'all. I had to check my work. See what my schedule is saying. Because, I be missing meetings sometimes. Okay, I'm good. Deb said, I agree with Jay Williams. Whenever I get married, I want both of us to feel like we won. All the loving more on one side is a recipe for disaster. We both need to be on our knees thanking God for the other. I agree. Y'all are active today. Trey said, I've been out for 4 years, and if your command knows you're cheating, then so does your wife, meaning you're not good at being a player. Right, but my question is, can you go to your command officer and say that you're in a polygamous relationship? And is that acceptable in the military? Ghost said, man, she was married to Tupac in her head all these years, and that's why she speaks so highly of him all the time. I feel she was obsessed. Well, Cena, we know that. Yeah, the kids. That's what I say, Ghost. But people be like, no, it's for the benefit of the kids. I'll be like, not always. Okay. Sam said, without Will, where would Jada be? On the Fox talk shows with Lisa Ray and Vivica getting upset over Petty? No, I think Jada could have still been acting. She's a great actress. I think she still could have been acting. She has a production company. They make movies. Jada has some shit under her belt. Okay. She could have been doing stuff. She didn't have to be on a talk show with Lisa Ray and Vivica Fox and them. Like, she's got shit going on. Like, she could have just focused on that. Why she hasn't pushed her shit out there more, I don't know. Why she stopped acting, I don't know. But she's talented. And I think without Will, if she focused on her profession, her art, she would be just as successful in her industry as Will is, in my opinion. Exactly, Cena. She was in The Matrix and she did great. She's a great actress. So to me, without Will, she's still Jada Pinkett. She's still somebody. Got it, Trey. And I can respect that. Okay, y'all. Y'all said when someone close dies unexpectedly, you develop a sense of admiration more than when they was alive. So you think that's what she's going through with Tupac. Yes. He did. He left. They're both emancipated. Jay Williams reminded us that both of the kids are emancipated. Go says she just needs to shut up telling their business. She has no respect for Will whatsoever. And maybe behind the scenes, he didn't have any respect for her. But at least he's not making it public. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Sam said, Jada needs to sit down and get the money and channel her energy into building the overall brand. She's not looking at the big picture. All this ripping the value. Well, that's what I say, Johnny. And I think that's the only reason why people are attacking Jada, because everything is not public consumption, right? And then, when the public gets it, we tear through it, make it even more raggedy, right? And then the celebrities start saying the public on social media is bullying them. Nobody is bullying anybody. It's you put all your business out here and it opens the door for other people to have opinions about it. That's it and that's all. Pat said, I watch all her shows. She has always been very protective of him. He probably wants to cry because he did some shit. Maybe, but we don't know what shit he did, is what I'm saying. And so all I'm saying is that they both should operate like that. Why do we need to know? I never even see The Rock's wife. The fuck? Look at The Rock and his ex-wife. They do business together, but they are better off being divorced. Oh, his ex-wife, yes. Yeah. 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 I'm telling you, they do what our kids are watching. Okay. And then we be wondering why our kids be settling for these fucked up situations. Okay. Y'all said, what man do you know will go in a show and listen to details about their wife's infidelity? We'll know he fucked up. And this was payback. Let's be real, y'all. Okay. Because Jada be looking at him like, yeah, I did it. What you gonna do? And he just be looking. Johnny said, I love my kids enough to be honest with them. If it's not working, then it's not working. I would rather the kids understand that leaving is a form of self-care. Okay. Damn, asked Sam, don't let someone who don't put nothing in have anything to do with how it's divided. No need for marriage papers. Yeah. Ghost says she still does movies. She's just not popular like that no more. That people want to go see her. She's not the main attraction in films anymore. She did that to herself. Probably because she toned herself down to make room for Will, right? Because there was a point Jada was out there. Ansel said at Robin, it's not about cheating in the military. It's about messing up the workplace. Mission first. I'm confused, but I'm not in the military, so I don't know. Shirley says, we never know what she could have done since she decided to marry Will, bear his kids and support his platform. True. Jay said, what happens when the kids grow up and leave and then you and your spouse on paper look dumb and dumber because y'all chose not to be happy but settled? You know the famous saying, a lot of motherfuckers be walking around talking about when the kids get 18, I'm leaving. They wait till the kids get 18, go to college, and then they leave and they start to steer their life. Yep. They coming after her too, Tia Mowry. She was responding to people on social media the other day telling them about why she posts and all of this stuff. And I'm like, why do you have to explain this, Tia? Like, no, you don't have to explain why you post and why you do whatever. And you don't have to tear your ex down in the process, right? Like, I mean, a lot of us have exes, right? But I don't get on here like y'all don't know my exes, not really, right? So I just say my ex, or I'll give an example of what happened. But the constant public information, and then when we chime in from a public perspective, people are looking at social media folks sideways. But Tia is out here protecting herself or fighting for herself right now. Well, Ghost, that's her protecting him doesn't make up for her embarrassing shit. Because we say she's protecting him, but is she? Because he's looking real exposed right now. Good morning, mother. Ghost said, there you go, blaming him again. What could someone have really done to make you embarrass them on that level that you do it publicly and talk about how you fucked another man? She want to die? What the? What? Don't get my platform banned. What the fuck? Cheryl Lee said whether Jada should sit down and shut up or not depends on whether Will is staying true to the agreement or has gotten into his ego. Okay. There's a fight. We got people rooting for Will. We got people rooting for Jada. We got people in the middle. I love it. Okay. Thank you, at Average. I love Tia, but Corey dislike ain't necessary in my opinion as well. And here's another man. He ain't saying shit. You know, Cheryl Lee said something earlier, right? She said something earlier about the biggest flex is not responding, right? Not responding to shit. That's the biggest flex. So Will is flexing big. Corey is flexing big because none of these motherfuckers are saying shit. They don't give a shit about what Will might care on the inside what Jada is saying, but he don't care enough to come out in the public and correct anything. He's basically saying, y'all motherfuckers believe what y'all want to believe. And Cheryl Lee said earlier, that's a big ass flex. Okay. Y'all said in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, cheating is forbidden, and if caught, it affects the mission. You get in trouble. If it causes problems with other workers or distracts from the mission. I get that. But if you are in a polygamous relationship, can you take that to your commanding officer and say, I have 2 wives? You have 2 wives. Consent from your wife. You have 2 wives. Can you go to your commanding officer and say that? Or is the rule in the military that you are only to have 1 spouse? Because anything other than that ruins the mission. That's what I'm asking. Ghost said she should have just left. If it was that bad. The kids have been gone and came out weird with both of them in the house. So it wouldn't have mattered if they divorced. True. But maybe from a business perspective, it does. I know they have a production company together. They have a lot of stuff together. Maybe their businesses could have stayed together. But I don't know about the financial structure behind their businesses. A lot of y'all made great points about that. Sam said marriage is like wine. It gets better value over time. Do an episode and peel back the layers of why marriage is good. However, when its motives is a relationship, that's when things can mess it up. I love that. I would love to do a topic like that. Not fucking around that you are in a polygamous relationship, right? Because that's such a thing. So can people in the military be in polygamous relationships is my question. That's what I'm saying, Sam. Great point. Sam said 2 wives can be for religious reasons. Can you tell that to your commanding officer in the military? That in your religion, your religious beliefs allows you to have multiple wives. Can you do that? That's what I'm asking. I know he's joking about that too. Ghost said even with the business together with all the embarrassing ass talking she doing will mess up the business. That's what Sam is saying. Also, y'all said Will and Jada stayed together because it made them look better to public and money. T.I.'s son just said he never even lived with his parents. They all fake. Oh, I saw he just did an interview. I didn't listen to his interview. Is that what T.I.'s son just said in his recent interview? That they all fake? Okay, Ghost says, so the military expects everyone to be traditional Americans. That's what I'm asking. Sam said maybe in Iran you can have multiple wives and serve in the military. Okay. Okay, got it. Wow, this was a good discussion today. I mean, I don't run this platform as a gossip platform, but I wanted to bring the Jada and the Will topic here because I'm trying to understand, because I know people in real life who are in marriages that are operating from a business aspect, right? And so I wanted to bring this to the table because I never understood how people could do that, but that's me, and it's not for me to understand. Just like when we read the positive thought today, is understand your own worth. You're not here to please other people. You're not here to go by what other people think about you. You are here to realize your own worth and what makes you happy. And so when we have these conversations on here, I'm just trying to, I bring it to the table because I saw all of it going across social media and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I felt like, what's happening? And really and truly, until I had the conversation with my girlfriend yesterday, I really didn't think about the Will aspect of this. And probably because Will is so quiet, so I don't really focus on him. But some people got me thinking, what did Will do? Did Will do something? I mean, what happened in their marriage that changed the dynamics around 2015, 2016 that caused them to move towards separation? The only thing that I don't understand is, why is Jada talking so much about it, right? It makes it look weird, right? And so maybe that's her way of healing, just the same way I jump on this platform and I talk about shit that happened to me in my life. Maybe that's her way of healing, and maybe that's what this memoir is about. And if that's the case, I pray that she gets the healing that she needs. So she's always on some journey of healing. She seems very spiritual in the way she moves, and even when she travels, the places that she travels, she seems real spiritual and into healing her mind and her body, right? And so if this is what she needs to do to march towards healing, kudos to her. I just feel like there's so much more to Jada, honestly. She's so talented that she could be focusing on so much more, that's just my opinion. Okay, let me go up here and see. Y'all said ghost. No, everyone knows what goes on. Everybody fucks and cheats, but if it doesn't mess up the job, it's overlooked. You said everybody fucks around and cheats in the military. Sound like the correction officers, like, what the fuck? You put on a uniform, you automatically a cheater? The fuck? Ghost said it didn't make them look better together. It looked like she ran shit and he was a bitch. Not a good look. Ansel said, no, you can't have multiple spouses in the military. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Sam said the United States does not recognize polygamy. So the answer is no. Military personnel can only get one spouse considered for benefits. Got it. I'm asking because y'all motherfuckers be out here polygamy in it. And so I'm just saying, the fuck? I'm just saying. I just needed to know, right? And so, with that, I'm going to move towards closure of the show. Because I got work to do. My boss is pinging me on the side and I got to set up a meeting and a focused discussion on some things at work. But you guys, as always, I appreciate you. Did you guys give me the thumbs up? Protagonist is not on here. Some of y'all sometimes jump on here and count, make sure my thumbs are up. Make sure you give me the thumbs up. You like this topic today. Throw a thumbs up there, okay? Again, we got some activities coming up. We got our Houston trip coming up November 16th to the 20th. Oh my God, I still got to book my ticket. I'm definitely booking my ticket and I'm coming. And so I got to work on that. I've just been procrastinating lately. I've just been so tired and drained and have been dealing with some stuff of my own that, because on top of the podcast and my work and my body butter business, I still got my own personal shit that I got to deal with. And so I'm trying to fit all of that in without draining myself completely out. Being that I'm going to Florida, in about another week or so, I'll be in Florida for a week, come back, then I'm going to Atlanta for a wine fest, and then come back, and then I'm going to Texas for Coffee with Friends on the go adventures. And so it's going to be a very busy couple of weeks for me. And so have patience with me, y'all. Have patience with me. But tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. All right. No, polygamy is not a bad word on this podcast. We talk about it all the time. Tomorrow's Freestyle Friday. You know what it is. Whatever topic, any topic can be discussed on Freestyle Friday. Whatever you bring out, whatever sticks to the wall is what we talk about. All right. So come back tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. What I say, I always say, move in peace and love. I'm going to send y'all out on some positive vibes because a bitch like me got to go to work. No matter how low you feel, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yeah.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still
and I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Raw to Debo. Peace and love, y'all. Tomorrow's Freestyle Friday. On your way out, get this message. All right, y'all? Hey, what? Hustle hard. Hey, have a great weekend, y'all. I'm doing shit my way on the highway.
And on the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I'm going through the climb, I ain't right thing. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't come thing. Just gotta put the switch and you can go.
Hey, anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Hey, with the negativity. But I just fly right by that energy.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
What?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. Peace, y'all. Have a good day. Yes. Well, we're not at the weekend yet. But if I don't see y'all tomorrow, have a good weekend. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Come on in here.